Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Missed you guys yesterday. I had such a motivational Monday topic, a great one, but my day got behind me yesterday. I worked out a couple times. Got to start somewhere. So we'll talk about that next Monday. But today I wanted to talk about coming out of relationships and what to do in friendships or relationships that did not work out. So here's the thing. A lot of the times when we felt like something didn't go right, we have a tendency to talk about what the other person did. And if you're doing that outside of trusted circle to get instruction, reproof, correction, moving on, it's called gossip, but that's a whole other thing. But the thing is, when we do that, we have to realize that, and it's all about your perspective, right? Like, you have to realize that whatever this other person did to you is no longer relevant. If you guys aren't in the friendship and whatever, it's no longer relevant. It's what you allowed them to do. Focus on that. Because if you focus on what you allowed them to do or what you did, then you're introspecting. You're looking within yourself. You're trying to figure out how to become a better person and how to become a person that treats themselves better. Okay, so that's what you want to work on. You want to work on becoming better and treating yourself better when you coming out of these relationships and friendships. Now, again, it's not what they did to you. It's what you did and what you allowed them to do. So, I've talked to somebody earlier and they were like, yeah, I can't believe that, they did X, Y, and Z. And I was like, okay. And I let them talk and we talked it out. And I say, so tell me this. What was going through your mind to allow them to do that? And then they unpacked that and we were like, there's a root here, right? There's always a root of something. You got to get to the root of it, okay? So if not, it's going to be surface level. You're going to always blame them. You're going to always be like, oh, they did this and they did that. And they probably did. You're probably telling the truth. But the fact is that you got to look at what you did and what you contributed. You also have to figure out how to change what's in you so that you don't allow that to happen again. And you got to change what's in you so that you're a better version of yourself. Okay. So I tell people all the time, I don't compete against anybody else. I compete against the best version of myself. Okay. So we want, yes, these things hurt us. Yes. The things might have been, I've heard some, listen, believe me on this side of things, I've heard some stuff and people do things. And I've experienced stuff, okay? So I'm not only a therapist, but I am a human being. And I have experienced life. And yes, people do some messed up stuff. And they will deny, blame until they die. And that is okay. Because guess what? You're not responsible for what they do. You're responsible for what you allow them to do, and you're responsible for what you do. You're going to be held accountable for your actions and your behavior. Okay, so that's what we need to focus on. Don't focus on what they did, because guess what? If they did it to you, they'll do it to somebody else. Don't focus on that. If you focus on it, only focus on it in prayer. Go in prayer about it and tell God, publicly you set your boundaries. Privately you pray. You pray, you fast and pray for the person. And if God allowed you to see what they did, that's called discernment. If God allowed you to see what they did, then he gave you the grace to be able to pray for them in that. All right, that's a word, y'all. If you see it, then pray. Because if they don't see it, then their eyes are blinded. They have glasses on. They're walking around with the rose-colored glasses on. But if you see it, then you pray for them. But that doesn't mean that you keep allowing them to do it. That means you set the boundaries and like, okay.